Hey guys, welcome back to another video. Today, we're going to be playing more of Alan Wake. And if I'm being honest, I'm a little bit excited for when I'm actually going to finish this game. And tell you guys what my rating on it and what I thought about it. I'm also going to be doing a little bit of analysis throughout the video. But I'm just interested in hearing what you guys think of Alan Wake, if you guys enjoyed it, if there's anything that you thought I could have done differently. But enough said, I hope you guys enjoyed the video, so let's get right into it.
Previously on Alan Wake, I wrote a horror story that has come true. Thomas Zane did the same in the 70s.
You will go no further.
If I continue like the Dark Presence wants me to, the story I'm writing won't save Alice. It's a horror story. No one will survive.
You knew Zane! Thomas Zane! You're the Lady of the Light in the song!
He left something behind to help me. The clicker.
Alan thought of this as he stood on the rim of Cauldron Lake, the clicker in his hand. He took a deep breath and jumped.
I can get to her now. I can finish this.
Episode 6, Departure. New York City 2 years ago. Damn, how bad was our nightmare if we literally woke up with our feet facing the pillow?
My head was about to explode and the light hurt my eyes. I needed my sunglasses and painkillers to dull the pain. In one of my finer moments of self-deception, I swore to quit drinking.
What? Are we an alcoholic?
The sunglasses made the world look bearable. Now I could keep my eyes open without feeling like a vampire in the sun.
Okay. Get sunglasses and painkillers. Oh, so those are the painkillers. Oh. So it was open. It just stays open this whole time? Like, is that how often we drink? That, like, the cabinet just stayed open?
The prospect of being awake started to seem bearable again.
Because I remember seeing this when we were originally here, like, at the beginning. So, I mean, if it just stays open, then that must...
There was a message waiting for me on the machine.
Okay, hold on. I'm sorry. I want to make sure that... I want to see if this QR code has changed to anything else. Okay, so it did not change. It's still the same message as before. Just, oh. I know there's a message on the phone, but I don't want to miss anything. Because I feel I missed a radio recording in the asylum office, basically. Like, with Dr. Hartman, or Emil Hartman. I missed that radio, and I'm pretty sure you would have gotten an achievement if you listened to it. But because I was rushing, because I thought that I was on a timed basis, I, like, missed it. Or just because the atmosphere makes me feel like I should go fast.
Are you still asleep? Wakey, wakey! You should have your show on your TiVo. If Alice wasn't too mad to record it. Yeah, she called me earlier and really chewed me out. Yeah, we went a little overboard last night. But parties are a part of this business. Al, look, I'm saying this as your friend. She's not doing your career any favors by trying to run your life like that, okay? I'll talk to you later, Al. Watch the show.
Is he talking about Alice?
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the Harry Garrett Show.
Thank you everybody. We have a great show tonight. I've been talking with the best-selling author Alan Wake about his new book, The Sudden Stop.
Oh, that's us.
Good read, go buy it. No, it is a good read. Look, I'm gonna be honest here. Is that wise? No, but I'm gonna do it anyway. I got people who give me the lowdown on books. I'm a busy guy. But this one, I actually read from cover to cover. I mean, I'm a big fan. Wow, thanks. Now, this might be a spoiler for those who haven't read the book yet. Based on the sales figures, the 2 people out there who haven't read the book yet. But this last book is all about the death of the main character, the hard-boiled New York detective, Alex Casey. Now, there's been a lot of outrage about this. Why the hell did you kill Casey? What the hell were you thinking, man?
Good riddance. No, seriously though, 7 years and 6 books is a long time. He was a gloomy guy to spend all your working hours with, and it was a good run. But it's time to explore new things. My next book will be a departure from the old for me.
You selfish bastard, always thinking of yourself. Well, you've certainly given us a lot of entertainment over the years. And now that you mention it, Casey was a gloomy guy. Never had much luck with his love life with the ladies. Was that autobiographical in any way?
Yeah, no kidding. Casey's lady friends tended to die on him. With Casey, it was all about his pain. No, nothing autobiographical about that. I'm a happily married man. My wife is my muse.
Oh, that's cute.
Congratulations. That's great to hear. So, how's the publicity tour been treating you?
Good, great. But I gotta say, I'm glad to be back home in New York.
Well, you've certainly been on the news a lot lately. Lots of parties and, you got into a fight with some boys.
What?
Oh, man. Well, that guy was really in my face. I lost my temper. I know that wasn't cool.
You are famous for that temper. That temper.
I did also write several books.
Well, your latest novel is called The Sudden Stop, and it's in bookstores now. Go get it. That means the two of you out there who haven't bought it. Ladies and gentlemen, that's all we have for you tonight. I want to thank all our guests for the evening. Alan Wake, Sam Lake. Once more, do the face for a Sam.
Oh!
Guests, poets of the fall. Thank you.
At least I've been funny. I told myself I could live with that.
Wait, we saw that before.
I didn't say anything stupid if that's what you want to know.
Okay, Grumpy. You want an aspirin or something?
Are you gonna start with me about drinking now?
You know what? Go back to sleep, Alan.
Okay, so she's been trying to get us to stop drinking.
What? Now you can't even talk to me?
Well, this morning I was angry because you said you'd be home at midnight and you showed up at 7 a.m. and passed out in mid-sentence.
Yeah, it's bad,
I'm
Alan.
over it. Are you angry?
This goddamn tour. It's gotten out of hand.
Oh, honey. It's almost over, right? We can get back to normal. Then you can start writing again.
I'm sorry, honey.
Alan, you're not thinking straight. Just take a shower and go back to bed, huh?
Yeah, you're right, honey. I'm sorry. Once this is over, let's go away together. A vacation. Just you and me. Some peace and quiet.
Okay, it's not good that he's like drinking, but like it makes sense why she would be upset. But 6 books in 7 years? That's like a book a year almost.
The clicker was the key to the cabin. I had to return to.
That's a lot of writing. Like that's I can't even imagine.
I'm going back to the lake to finish this. I'm going to write an ending to the story in the manuscript on my own terms, to make it all right.
Why can't you just write it here?
The last page is still in the typewriter. I need to read it first. Everything needs to be just right. Zane tried to cut some corners, and it didn't end well.
Okay, ready when you are.
I'm sorry, Sarah, but I need to do this alone. Barry, take her gun.
What?
Miss Weaver, close the door when I leave.
Yeah, we're gonna get ourselves killed, bro.
See you later.
Oh, so that sucks that we have to go alone, cause it was really helpful with them around. If you...
It was warm and sunny. I'd flicked the switch of the clicker. Had it done this? I didn't stop to question it. I had to take advantage of the sunlight to get to the lake. On Zane's page, I had stood on the rim of Cauldron Lake, about to use the clicker. That's where I was headed.
I kind of lost what I was gonna say. But yeah, no, that was a lot of writing, I bet. Oh yeah, no, I was gonna say, like, cause it was already difficult with the help of Barry and Sarah to fight off all those taken. So now if you're telling me that I have to go and do all of that by myself, ugh.
Surrounded by the beauty of the Pacific Northwest landscape, it was hard not to let doubt creep in one last time. I could still chalk everything up to a dream, a delusion. I had enough imagination to make up something like this. Having been in the cabin all this time, trapped in a story inside my head, gone mad from grief over Alice's death like Hartman had claimed, there would be no way of knowing. I told myself it didn't really matter. My course was set.
Okay, thank goodness we have a car at least. Let's see what's over here on this side though. Because I know this is the complete opposite direction of where I'm supposed to go. Okay, there's just a conveniently placed truck here with nothing? Doesn't look like there's a coffee thermos, so... yeah, okay. Oh, well, at least we have like a car to get us there. Scenery is beautiful. Like, this is, like, it really is beautiful cinematics. Speaking of which, this gives me a good time to talk about it. I actually read a Stephen King piece, because this keeps on referring back to Stephen King very often, who actually writes about, what's it called? He actually writes horror stories and stuff like this. And so this is a horror story, and I find it very, not funny, but it's like, in Stephen King's piece, he told in, it's called, like, Why We Crave Horror Stories, or Why We Crave, like, Horror. And his, claim is that he believes that everyone is evil, essentially. Like, he believes that everyone has an inner evil that at a young age is taught is bad, and we are suppressing that, or so, like, in a way, keeping the gators fed, or like the alligators fed, by watching like horror movies and stuff like that, and seeing gore, because it's supposed to like suppress it and let that evil side of us like be pleased in a way. And that a lot of our like darkest like emotions that we acknowledge happens in the dark, which is funny because in Alan Wake everything is found out in the dark, and we can even see that with Alan when he says, oh, but what's it called, he said, I haven't even held a gun until a week ago, and stuff like that, like showing how his darkest like moments, like he literally goes and kills someone, like the Taken, and that's done through, well, how do I put it, in the dark. So it's almost almost like a reference to Stephen King's piece that says that we are all evil, and that all of this emotional stuff that we come to realize happens in the dark, like how with Alan Wake, when he learns how to like shoot people and like shoot the Taken, it happens when it's literally nighttime and it's only dark. So I would have to reread his speech again and his piece to like see it accurately, but like to make some more references. But I just realized that it's very like this game seems to really be like inspired almost by Stephen King, or like maybe some of the other authors that were shouted out. I know by Agent Nightingale. Maybe he was referencing a lot of authors. I'm assuming they are all authors that he was talking about. And so I was thinking maybe they're also horror story writers, and like Alan Wake seems to be supporting Stephen King's idea. Like the game developers are making Alan Wake almost in a sense to show that, like kind of, oh, well, taking the idea that everyone is evil and that like you find that out in the dark, and like the Taken, like he said, is used to be a way of the psyche, like the human psyche. It's basically showing how all of this evilness, in a way, this darkness, the Taken, are essentially us in a way. It's another side of us, that's what it kind of shows, that darkness or Taken takes over a person or body. That's very unfortunate. But it takes over a person or body, and it essentially controls them. And in this case, we almost are kind of like living through that. How the Taken are, well, people who are no longer able to discover that, like, control themselves. Oops. Okay, I totally shifted, but it's okay. Manuscript page and a crow.
The Dark Presence was no longer trying to capture the writer so he could create the ending it wanted. The writer knew too much. He was too strong. And he carried a weapon left behind by Thomas Zane, something that could hurt it. Now, the darkness was doing everything in its power to simply stop the writer from ever reaching Cauldron Lake and the dark place it came from.
Okay. Interesting. So we're gonna probably be struggling a lot. Because now the darkness only cares about getting us to not reach our end goal. Hold on, there wasn't a coffee that was there by chance, was there? So I'm assuming it's going to be even more difficult to fight against them. Because aren't they subtly getting stronger as well? Perfectly squared around them. Oh no, that's just a billboard. Oh, that's done. Okay. Again, there's been so many times when there's like some sort of like, how do I, some sort of coffee thermos here. Like, they're near these barricades, which is why I've been trying to keep cautious about that. I wonder if there's anything in here.
Based on the signature in the motel register, Agent Nightingale had stayed here, in room number 2.
Really? Why was he here? What even is this? The Majestic Motel? General information. Refundable to 100% security deposit is required on all reservations. No personal checks accepted. We take all major credit cards and bank cards. Check out time is 10 a.m. No loud music, no pets. 1 vehicle per unit. Facilities are for registered guests only. No visitors are allowed on the premises after 9 p.m. No exceptions. We hope you enjoy your stay at the Majestic. If you're a senior or vet, ask about our discounts. Checkpoint reached. Am I supposed to be here? I think the hunting rifle is actually better. I'm going to check every single room regardless, but I'm just like, oh my god.
Could have fooled me, pal.
Kind of scared me. What is this though? Doesn't even say room 2. Wait! Is this room 2?
This had obviously been the room where Agent
Oh.
Nightingale had stayed when he hadn't been busy harassing me.
Okay, this is very weird because if you look at it, these are literally all photos of us and like people that we've met or talked to, I guess. Flashbangs. Don't mind if I do. Okay, I don't have any of that ammo, so can I like, am I able to shoot off a lock? I just wasted some ammo, but whatever. Oh, I hate being able to like look into all of this. Like, it's like creepy. It's weird. Okay, I'm gonna look around the entire premises. I'm gonna come back this way. Okay, dude. Freaking switch from a hunting rifle to a shotgun. Really? There's really nothing. Oh, there it is! Okay. I'm really glad that I rechecked this place, because I was gonna say, like, this feels like it would have a coffee thermos in here. I'm really glad that I rechecked that place, because I would have been frankly upset if I was literally in the room with the coffee thermos and I just happened to miss it. Oh, wait. This is a ramp. Okay. This seems like it would have a coffee thermos on this side. Okay, I guess not. Oh my god. No way. Give me the checkpoint. Dude. Okay, thank you. There wasn't anything else over here, was there? This atmosphere, like this ambience is very strange? No, like, dude, the deer looks so like creepy from that area. And this sound, like this music, reminds me of something that I would find like in an escape room or something like that. Ugh. I really can't get up there? Okay. But it's very like... Bruh. Oh my god. Oh my god. I tried to get them down, but it didn't work. Okay. This is safe. Oh my goodness, I almost just walked down in there. I feel like that totally should have counted, but... Oh my... Man. feel like I can just run. Because why wouldn't there be? I can't see anything. Goodness. I just see you too. Who is you referring to? Oh, the conveniently placed card is right here. Oh my goodness. Okay, it should be fine. Is that another car? That's a whole monster truck. Are we serious? Yeah, you must think I'm crazy. I'm just gonna, oh my goodness. You think that I'm just going to let that stay there? Like, no, I'm gonna get it when I first can. I'm not waiting. I feel like I would have a car here, if that makes sense. Like, I feel like this is a place where I would be driving. Maybe I just missed one. Yeah, you guys can blame me. I mean, I didn't even like try to dodge. I assumed that I could just walk away from it. Can't reach that far. Oh, there's one of these fast guys. God, they look so, like, strange. Yeah, I definitely feel like I should be having a car right now. I think I just missed one. Wait, there's a whole barn over there. Oh yeah, I'm definitely supposed to go there. Look how much is lighting up. And I almost missed this. Okay, see, this is, yeah, there it is, a car here. Someone's definitely gonna... That's very strange that no one jumped me. That definitely felt like a place where someone would jump me, but I suppose not. Interestingly enough, okay. But yeah, no, like, yeah, okay. Well, let me drive this now, because I was gonna say, like, it definitely feels like I should be driving something. missing any coffee canvases, but there would have been a car up here that I could have gone to. There's no cans I can knock over, is there? Okay, no. Doesn't look like it. Should be fine. Just doesn't matter, just keep going. Does that not count as a checkpoint? Okay. Oh wait, there's supplies. Didn't even notice them. Just a pump shotgun too. Yeah, that seems better. This kind of concerns me because it makes me think that there's like, it definitely makes me feel like I'm getting prepared for a boss with all of this. Really, I can't drive this. But I could probably drive this car. No, interesting. I would have expected me to be able to drive it, but oh my god! Thank you. No ammo, basically. Let me just use a flashbang. More. Probably because there was so much stuff here that they didn't want us to, like, just drive through it. Alright. There's more from back there? Whatever. Thank you for the manuscript page. Let me open this up.
The bottom of Cauldron Lake was a graveyard of things the lake had claimed in one way or another over the decades. The dark presence brought them up in its wake, scattering the rotten waterlogged hull of an old boat here, the remains of a long-ago crashed airplane there, trees shattered under the impacts. The earth groaned. It didn't even notice.
Okay. Wait, is it saying that there's eventually going to be like an airplane and stuff like that that's like stopping us from getting to the lake? Is that what it means? Like, oh, the earth didn't even notice, like, all this stuff that it's trying to do? Oh, so I feel like this is going to awaken and try to like, hurt us. There's behind me. Wow. These almost look like QR codes, and I was planning on scanning them, but no, just dirty plates. All visitors must see the yard manager. You must sign a liability waiver before entering the yard. If you're looking for a specific part, ask for it first. For you pull it. You must bring your own tools. Wear protective clothing. Warning, junk piles may shift hazardous area. Well, I think we should go in. Bro, hearing them run or like towards you is actually like pretty concerning. Wait. Oh. Yeah, no, the pump action is much better with ammo. It would probably help me out in the long run. Coffee thermos, thank you. Before I go there, let's see what's up here. Flashbangs, okay. Bunch of spray. I know there's that blinking thing that we could interact with, I'm assuming. I'll be there in just a second, but oh, it's interacting with this. Oh, guys, I don't know why it's not working like that how I intended to, but whatever. Oh God! Behind me too. Jeez, that actually almost hit me too. What did that activate though? Generally, what did that do? Okay, whatever. I'm gonna take this car. Oh wait, is there anything in here? No. Alright, whatever. Okay, I'm leaving. I definitely feel like there's probably a coffee thermos here, but I don't think I'm gonna fret too much over like there being one. This looks like a battle arena for like monsters trucks. Like I feel like this is what.
I had to get the container out of my way. There had to be a way to power up the container lift.
Oh. I'm not entirely sure where I'm even. Well, okay, I can see it in the minimap where I'm supposed to go, but. Thank goodness. That's not a revolver anymore. What is that? Oh, batteries. Flare gun. Did any of you guys play? Oh my goodness! Did any of you guys play the 2v8 update for Dead by Daylight? That was a. I did not mean to fall down like that. You're funny. You're really funny. I expected something like that to happen. No! I did not just waste a flare like that. I thought I had my revolver out. Are you serious? No way, I just wasted a flare like that. It's actually awful. And thank goodness there's another car here that we can climb into, because that one kind of got broken. Oh goodness. There's a big drift. More steep than I intended it to be. Isn't that a shortcut if I went on foot to get to there? But you know, with shortcuts, you wouldn't get this benefit.
When I told Barry my plan back in the well-lit room, I'd acted as if I knew what I was doing. I didn't. I was operating on the shifting logic of a dream. I had to fight my way to the lake through the horrors of the night. I had to flick an old battered light switch imbued with childhood magic. I had to write a happy ending to a horror story. I had to save my wife from the dark prison she was being held in.
I don't even think I can take my car into this, so I'm not sure if it's really even worth it, but... yeah, okay, follow. I need to go on foot. But wait a minute! I thought it was Cynthia Weaver who was writing this, but I thought she didn't know what I was supposed to do. So that means that must have been written by Thomas Zane. Right? Because who else would have known that I would be here? Cynthia Weaver didn't know where I was supposed to go. Otherwise, she wouldn't... like, she could have always looked, you know, at what was inside the shoebox and read the manuscript herself. But then that means that she ended up coming here herself and all that. Which begs the question, like, if that is the case... why, like, why didn't she do it herself then? Like, is it, like, maybe she was, like, I understand, like, oh, maybe she was, binded by the manuscript and she didn't want to mess things up, but it still means that she would have been here, but I doubt that she was here. So, I think Thomas Zane wrote some of the golden writing. I don't think it was all just Cynthia Weaver. Despite the fact that there's even like these trucks and stuff here. Yeah, this definitely looks like a battlegrounds.
I will never give her to you.
Of course. I hate poltergeist items. Are we serious? Oh my god. We're not doing anything. Bro's just tanking shots. Okay, there's also that thing. I can't tell if that's a searchlight or not. Okay, there's stuff in there. Coffee thermos. Switch to shotgun or switch to hunting rifle. I don't have. I would have switched to. Oh, yeah, no. I would have switched to hunting rifle, except I don't have ammo for it. Hunting rifle, I think, is the best in the game. I'm not entirely sure on that, so don't quote me. But, I mean, it seems to be more precise anyway, because with the pump action shotguns, some of the bullets, how do I say, kind of, like, miss the targets on occasion. Yeah. I totally dodged, but it's okay. Back off. Okay, I need to throw these away, these guys. Where is he? Wait, from where? Oh my god! This is probably would have been a good time to use my flare gun actually, because they just tank so many bullets. Yeah, because they just take so many bullets that it probably would have been worth it to actually just use a flare gun. Yeah, you out of breath, Alan? Manuscript page. Oh yeah, I didn't even read the other manuscript page, I don't think.
Zane cut its heart out, but it didn't die. The thing that wore Barbara's face kept crooning sweet nothings sugar-laced with poison. He put on the suit, untied the monster from the chair. The thing in his arms thrashed weakly, but he held fast. He stepped outside, off the pier, and into the dark water, a sinking pinprick of light descending toward a bottom that never came.
Interesting. I don't really understand, but
The
okay.
dark place I found myself in was unlike anything I could ever have imagined. It wasn't solid. It flowed. It was conceptual and subjective. For someone else, an artist in another field, it would have been very different. I could sense the story of the manuscript all around me, the words and ideas floating in the air, poised to become real.
Interesting. What'd that do? No, because generally, what did that do? It didn't seem to open up anything new for me. No, generally, because what did that do? Oh, I guess. Okay. Get me into the light, checkpoint reached, save haven.
I could see Mirror Peak in the distance. That's where Cauldron Lake was.
Yeah, right where all the crows are. Or is it crows? Cause Sarah or Sheriff Baker called it what's it called? Sheriff Baker? I don't even remember her name anymore. But she called it a ooh. She called them a flock of birds, so maybe it's not a murder of crows. I thought murder of crows would have been more fitting, but I guess not. This is a nice little ride with all those birds flying at you. Okay, I guess my thing didn't do anything. Oh, wonderful. They're right behind me. There's so many of them. That's where I'm supposed to go. What's down here? That sound is a little bit unsettling. Is there really nothing? Oh, push. God, I actually almost just fell down. I did not mean to do that. But there's something over there. How do I climb down? Okay, hold on. What is this? Shotgun and pump action shotgun? That's incredibly helpful, actually. That actually is really good. I thought this was where we were supposed to go, which is why I didn't really, like, go there. I thought that this was, like, just some other place to go to. I didn't know this was our expected route to take. Okay. There's actually an achievement that you can get for killing 1,000 crows. Where? Below, underneath? Oh my goodness, I should have known. Assuming there's nothing over there. So why wouldn't there be? I feel like my ability to fight these guys has like greatly deteriorated as the episodes go on. Okay, I dodged on that one. I feel like I should have had it. Bro, I was switching guns and I didn't. Oh my goodness. Oh, and I have to go and do all this again. What? Oh. I'm stepping in it. Jeez, I'm so tired for some reason, but more revolver ammo, but I can pick it up. Going through the forest again, going throughout back to our roots. You know what I mean? to go, like, from the very beginning of the game, we were... Oh, damn! I don't remember this. Oh, I do remember this actually. Weren't we already here though? It says checkpoint reached, but I feel like I've already activated this. Like I've definitely already gone through this place, but I don't know, I guess not. Yeah, because then there's a whole bunch of people that we fight here. Oh god! I get hit by like the silliest things, dude. Before I continue moving, I do want to make sure that I'm not missing any like manuscript pages or coffee thermoses. Oh my god! From what? Dude. Dude. That shouldn't have scared me as much as it did, but okay, it doesn't seem like there's anything. Okay. Oh, let's get into the light, another checkpoint. The darkness is... The darkness wears her face. Flashbangs? Okay, also I'm like... Yeah. Or actually no, I have more ammo now. I don't even know where I picked that up. Okay, let's go upstairs first to see what's here. The darkness controls the Taken. Is that really it? Oh. Okay. There we go. Okay, I think that's it. I saw a way that we can jump off the ledge here. Checkpoint in a strangely open arena looking place. I can already tell this is like a puzzle or something here, but okay. It's like a lighthouse or a tank or something. Coffee thermos, that's what I was expecting to find here. Flashbang. Okay, I think that was just the sparks. Nothing in here.
I needed to get the generator running.
Wait, where is this generator? Is it, here's that? Oh no, that's just a window. This is the, never mind. Wait, where's the entrance to this building? I thought that literally looks like a door right here. But I can't, it doesn't allow me to get, it doesn't offer an option. I'm gonna explore this area. Oh, that's the generator. See, this makes me feel like, this really does make me feel like this is gonna be a boss fight. Like, I really do think it will be. We're going to turn this on and then it's going to start. Oh, and a chainsaw just. Yep, okay, I knew it. Damn. Oh! Interesting. There or almost down. I didn't even know that they had that. It would be like a cinematic when you hit one of them. I thought it would be better to. I originally thought the revolver, but then I thought it'd be better to use this shotgun because, like, I know that they take a lot to actually die. That's scary. I almost. That actually could have been bad. But I mean, like, I walk in lights and they disappeared, so it's fine, but. Oh, that's great. Manuscript page. Okay, that looks like that we got all of
After
them.
Zane had gone, I stood alone in the shifting dream that was the dark place. I had to find a way to the cabin. I'd written myself a way through this place in the manuscript. I followed the idea of a path. I'd written myself across the ocean that blocked my way, and with that, there was a bridge to the island beyond. The idea of the cabin flickered in the underwater darkness. I willed the cabin to be real, and it was.
That's actually really cool. So you can literally, like, he just has the idea. Oh, it's like the power of imagination or the power of creativity, where like you can will something into existence just because you're just that guy, because you're like creative, and like that's the power of like imagination.
Turn back now.
No. I need. Drop the flare there. Oh god. Yep, okay. Dropping another flare. They're getting stronger, like you can tell, because they're like, how do I put it? They're taking 2 shotgun shells. That's like, what's it called? That's like equivalent to 6 revolver shots. So it's like you can tell that they're like, they're getting stronger. Goodness me. Where? You guys saw that, right? No. You guys.
Do as you're told.
No. You guys saw that. It was literally. The guy was right there in front of us, and now he's not. And then he just like disappeared.
Alice never loved you.
Oh my god. I hope I didn't like miss a manuscript page or something here. Like okay. This is incredible. This is so cool. Is this the power of the darkness? I need to get past, so. I actually nearly just. What? No. Okay. Goodness. There's no way this is no way dude. I was like, that moment from Spider-Man into the Spider-Verse with Doc Ock just happened with me. No way that just happened. I literally just got punted off because, wow. You know, that's ridiculous. Okay. Oh. my god! Flare gun ammo. That's how I do it. Right? Am I allowed to do it from this far away, or do I have to be closer? They're not hitting anything. It doesn't look like it. Because these aren't real objects. Like, these are real objects, but...
You will fail.
I'm scared of moving too much because I'm scared of like tornado rainbows. Because I don't want to accidentally walk off the edge. Probably the only time throughout this entire series that I used a flare gun. Not even kidding. I don't think I've ever used the flare gun that much because I always was scared of wasting the ammo, like for important events. That probably hurt. What? Is that Alice behind us?
Shh, baby. You were having a bad dream. It was just another nightmare.
No.
Everything's fine. You're home.
No, it's
It
the
wasn't a dream.
Everything's fine.
Turn the lights on. Turn the lights on!
Oh, this is what she probably feels like.
Baby, the power's out. There's no light. Come back to bed and I'll make you forget all about your fear.
My fear? It's your fear. Why aren't you afraid?
You're not Alice. Turn the lights on now. Where's the clicker? What did you do with it?
Alan, you're scaring me now. Come back to bed. Would you take me to the hills?
I'm so sorry.
I read your manuscript. It's brilliant. Departure is your best work yet. You're a genius. I'm so proud of you. Come back to me. Talk more about it in the morning.
Making sure that these doors can't open because I remember before they couldn't open, so I just wanted to make sure they're like even now.
Come back to bed, Alan.
Come back to bed, Tom.
What? Pick up? What? Yo! It's Zane!
You must find your way to the cabin. It stands in your way. It won't let you pass. It has no heart. It's filled with darkness. You must fill its heart with light.
Okay, so it's kind of like, it makes, oh. Is that our dark version of ourselves?
Don't mind him. He's just your friend will meet him when you're gone.
What? Mr. Scratch? Wait, so we're gonna die and so they're gonna... Wait, our friends are gonna meet him when we're gone. Are we going to die? Telephone, phone. Oh, all of this is like third. Wait, can I pick it up? So, wait. So, are we gonna die? And so our friends are just going to see this other person of us, like this Mr. Scratch guy. I hear typewriting. That's what I'm hearing. It's like it's someone. I'm using a typewriter. The path. This is us willing in a path. We're typing up our story.
I'm leaving you.
The shoebox.
I'm leaving you. I'm not someone. I'm in love with someone else.
Alice? No, what are you saying? You can't.
You don't love me. You don't even love yourself. All you do is torture yourself with work you can't do anymore.
No, I love you more than anything in the world. You're my muse. You are. What have you done with my Alice? It wasn't true. Nothing like that had ever happened.
I'm trying to remember what they were talking about before, because I don't exactly remember. But it was like,
Tom, let me go. I promised to be good. Please, untie me, naughty boy. I will.
So now we're looking at it.
I will love you forever.
No, not Barbara Jagger. I made a terrible mistake. I should have never written you back. You came back wrong. Your heart is...
Oh yeah, this is what I'm talking. So the darkness is like the evil, but then and so the lightness is basically like happiness. They're trying to bring back love to someone because their heart is only filled with darkness, and that let them. And they decided to be like evil because they didn't have anything else to have. Like how we said, Alan Wake uses all these figurative stuff as to talk about the human psyche, and so this is kind of showing that where it's like. Oh, so you guys.
Your husband refused to do as he was told. All he had to do was write what I wanted him to write. Now it's too late. It's his fault.
Also, Thomas Zane sounded a lot like Alan Wake. Is this literally just him rewriting his own story from the very beginning?
Now you will never get her back.
In place of her heart, there was a hole?
I am much older than you. Older than your first work of art. I will find a new face to wear. Someone else to dream me free.
Click the clicker! This is what happened in the very beginning, like when Thomas Zane was in the house, like all of the lights were showing. Also, the house kind of reminds me of like the house from that one horror animated like movie that was like called like Monster House or something. That movie scared me so much as a kid, but like going back on topic, seems like we killed the Barbara Jagger, or like her entity form.
I could feel Alice's presence close by. I understood what I had to do now. I knew how to write the ending to Departure. There's light and there's darkness. Cause and effect. There's guilt and there's atonement. But the scales always need to balance. Everything has a price. That's where Zane had gone wrong.
12. Okay. Oh, now we're back.
Back into the light.
Alice? Alice?
Wait! So we're going to go back here?
Oh no!
And then I'm assuming this is everything that happened with us now. Like it's like it's fast forwarding through everything that happened with it, or is it reversing time? I can't tell if it's going fast because we just saw what happened after we jumped into the water, and so now I can't tell whether or not we're fast forwarding time to present moment or if this is still reversing time. Oh, we're Alice in the water. Oh, okay, we're swimming up. How'd she survive? Okay, so she's alive, but good in consequences. I'm scared that it's gonna be a thing where like, oh, she's alive, but then they never see each other again. Like just like she ends up being alive, which is what he cares about most, is that she's alive. But then it's like, because good and evil always has to balance out, it's like they're never going to see each other again. Like, for him, the fact that she's alive is good enough for him. Like, losing her would be, like, the worst possible thing that could happen. Wait. Is she just alone? Did she just stay alone forever? Was she written out of existence? Because it was like fogging and like the archway seemed to like start waving, like as if it's like not like it wasn't like a straight like wood piece or anything. Like she's alive, but at what cost? Like it's, do they never see each other? Welcome to Bright Falls. So this is 2 weeks beforehand, or no? No, this is Is that Emil Hartman? Remember him. Okay, that was the prisoner. Okay, I know those two. Those are like the Viking guys. Or like the gods. She's a Is she gonna be the next Barbara or like Cynthia Weaver? Asian Nightingale. Is she gonna be the next Cynthia Weaver, maybe?
It's not a lake.
What?
It's an ocean.
What?
Alan, wake up.
What? Hard-boiled writer, complete the game on hard difficulty. Departure, complete the game on normal difficulty. That's it? Wait. So what happened? What happened with Alice? She's alive. We know that. She got taken out of the out, and it's not a lake, it's an ocean. I'm sorry. Wait. She got out of the lake, but then he writes that it's not a lake, it's an ocean. So is she stranded out at sea? I'm so confused. So like, what happened? Is she not here with us? Oh yeah, what happened to that guy? What's up with it? Like, This is just clips and cutscenes that happen throughout the game. Okay, in my personal opinion, the ending is very interesting. However, this is what I have to say. I will not say that this is one of my favorite games. I'm not even gonna say that I fully enjoyed this game. I'm gonna be honest. I think that Alan Wake, especially at the beginning, was incredibly slow. Okay, wait, if I press any key to play. Continue game? No, wait, is this from the beginning? Okay. Let's look at my stats overall. Like, kills with revolver, 289, kills with flare gun, 32, kills with shotgun, 93, kills with hunting rifle, 45, kills with flashbangs, 102, kills with vehicle, 22, indirect kills is 46, poltergeist objects destroyed is 68, almost could have been 67, but birds killed, 704, batteries used, 155, manuscript pages found, 82 out of 106, what is that? 82 out of 106, that's 77% of the manuscripts found. Coffee thermos is found, I found 80%. Can pyramids knocked over, 8 out of 12. That's like 2 out of 3, yeah, 2 out of 3. 67% or 66.6 repeating percent. Chest found, 21 out of 30, missing 9. That's 70%. And then there's also, okay, I found all radio shows, 11. TV shows, I was missing 1 TV show. That's really frustrating. For me, that's very frustrating. Because TV shows found, it's like, I literally could have gotten it. I needed 1 more. And so it's like, I know I'm not going to play this. This stuff, like the alarm clocks, the cardboard standees, and Night Springs video game found, I bet that this is only in nightmare mode. Like, I think that this is only nightmare mode stuff that I can get. So, like, I guess I could find some other stuff, like, if I decided to replay it. But that's just it. Like, I don't want to spend, like, 2 hours just looking for this stuff. I don't want to go, like, to find, because that's what I've been doing a lot, where I've been going to every nook and cranny trying to find all of these things, and I just ended up not finding it. So it's like, this is probably just gonna be another thing. Signs found, I don't know what the signs are. I don't know what, like, 15 out of 25, I don't even know what I was looking for. Like, I don't know what the signs were, but yeah. So that's just my opinion. But anyway, so I'm gonna go over my opinion on my game. I have some notes here that I took down. So overall, I was not happy with this game. In my personal opinion, I did not actually like this game that much. There have been numerous times where I thought, like, oh shoot, I gotta go and play that game, or I was like, I'm just waiting until this game is over. Like, I was not that interested. My overall rating ended up being a 4 out of 10 for overall. And let me break that down for you. So the story and the overall plot or concept, I thought was a 5 out of 5. I thought, like, the idea of, like, your wife is essentially kidnapped and you have to go and, like, find her, like that, like, and then, like, you're following a storyline that you wrote as an author, but you don't remember that story. Like, okay, like, that's interesting. Like, the overall plot concept, and also, like, what it means, like, signifies, like, between the darkness and the light. It's, like, the theme is, like, good and evil. So it's, like, the plot and, like, the writing of it was, like, it made sense. I don't think that was bad. I thought that was, like, pretty interesting. So that was a 5 out of 5 for me. The scenery, the cinematics, and, like, the graphics, like, how stuff looked, I might rate that a 9 out of 10. Originally, it was actually supposed to be a 10 out of 10, but now that I think about it, if, like, because this, like, scenery and, like, environment also includes the forest, that's probably gonna bring the point down, actually. Or, like, actually, no. I think it's gonna remain a 10 out of 10, actually, because the scenery itself, the forest, it was well made. Like, they made a good job with making the forest, and they made a good, like, I was mainly thinking of, like, Emil Hartman's, like, asylum and, like, reserve that watches over Cauldron Lake. Like, it was so beautiful. I remember, like, there have been times you guys saw me where, like, when we were there, I literally just stayed there. I just sat there, I looked at the scenery. There's multiple times where I said, like, can we just appreciate the scenery? It was beautiful. So, like, that was a 10 out of 10 for me. It was so pretty. Like, the scenery, the mountains, especially when it was, like, sunset, like, I thought it was incredible. Beautiful, very, like, beautiful. Like, I have nothing to say, like, badly about it. Like, I thought it, like, created a pretty good atmosphere, especially, like, I thought it was really cool. The actual execution of the story, though, and the game and stuff like that is a 3 out of 10 for me, and even that I think is kind of generous, almost, not really, but if, like, execution, that involves, like, actually, like, basically, for execution, I wrote, it's so slow, it's so repetitive and slow, especially the first 2 episodes. Like, I'm just gonna be, like, reading straight from this, but, like, it's like a doorknob confession at a therapy session, whereas, like, the whole session, nothing is talked about, nothing happens, and then right when the time is up, like, the hour or whatever, it's like, the person who's in therapy drops this bomb on the therapist about something, like, traumatic that happened, and then they walk out, or, like, just, like, trauma dumps right at the end of the session. It's like, this is, like, that is perfectly basically what happens in Alan Wake. The entire episode, like, nothing happens. You're in the forest, you're killing these people, or the Taken, you're killing the Taken, you have a gun, and then like you shoot and get a flashlight, and you're trying to get more ammo and more guns, and so it's so repetitive, and then it's just like nothing happens the entire episode, and then at the very end of the episode, boom, we get lore dropped, and then we get left on a cliffhanger that makes us want to go forward. Like, it's like, remember that time when we literally went to the coal mine, or like when we went to that mining place, and then we sat there waiting for the kidnapper to arrive, and it's like nothing, like we ended up never arriving, like, he never ended up showing up. Like, that literally, like, I was so frustrated with that moment, because it literally just showed how it's like they like there was no point in it. The whole point of that was so that it would become dark. Because the whole premise of the story was that you're at night in the forest, just, like, killing the Taken, because it's a horror game. But it's like, it was so useless, because what was the point? We literally went through all of that just to, like, a beautiful scenery on a long way, but we went through that just to end up at the coal mine, just to wait there for who knows how many hours, or just to wait there, just so that the game could make it be nighttime. Like, that's how I took it. Like, this is specifically placed here solely because the creators wanted it to be nighttime, so that we could go back in the forest. We literally just spent 3 hours in the forest just walking through it. It's like, I did not like. I thought it was so repetitive, it was so slow, and it was like, it didn't make sense. It's like they purposely are making it so that they would have this certain atmosphere, so that you're in the forest. And I found that it was like, it was ridiculous. And like, you, at the very end of the episode, you get a bunch of lore, and then at the end it's like, or like maybe at the beginning of the next episode. Eventually, like, it stopped doing that, like, near the end of the game or halfway through the game, like during episodes 4, 5, and 6. That's when you're like, where you're going to actually matters a little bit. Like, it's explained more as to why you're even doing this, and so like less of, like, you get more lore throughout this story and like why you're doing this than the first like 3 episodes. Like, especially like the second one is like, I swear we did nothing. Like, that's why when I edited my second episode in the forest, I literally just cut out everything. I literally in the forest I cut out everything except for the important parts, like when I got an achievement, or when I was reading information, or when I found a coffee thermos or a manuscript page. It's like I essentially cut out everything in the forest because it was just so repetitive. In the first episode, it was literally just going through the forest and stuff. It was like we literally just went through like 3 hours of doing, like, even more, like 4 hours of just going through the forest. And on the third, like, I don't know if this was on the second or third episode, but on the third episode, you again are making it so that we have to go through the forest. Like, it was so useless. Like, what's the point of that? So the fourth and fifth and like sixth, at least we had more like understanding. But like, that was when we started talking with like Emil Hartman, and we were in the asylum, and then like we had to actually escape, and so this is what we had to do to escape. And like, it at least made more sense. And it was more like prettier. It wasn't just the same like forest atmosphere that was like boring, and it's like the same thing all the time. And so the interesting part, like I said, it was really slow. Like, I didn't even have much to talk about. Majority of the time, I was thinking like, oh, what am I supposed to talk about? And it's like the overall like interesting of it. It's like, oh yeah, I don't know if I rated it. Interesting for me was a 2 out of 10. So like I said, concept and plot is a 5 out of 5. Scenery is, oh, I forgot to mention something about execution actually. The scenery was like a 10 out of 10. Execution was a 3 out of 10. And also with execution, I wanted to mention something with the voice actors. I did not think that in my opinion, like, I mean, I'm not a voice actor, so I can say, but as a consumer of it, I will say, in my opinion, I don't think the voice acting was that good. There have been times and I can't tell whether or not they purposely made it like this, like whether or not they purposely had like unemotional. Like, I know when Rose was talking, like when we were calling Rose and Rose told us, yeah, like she has the manuscript pages, or like I have the manuscript pages. Rose calling us, like, I understand why she didn't have any emotion in her voice, because the darkness like had her in control, so it was specifically meant to just have her forcing the words out of it. So that I understood that part. But then there was other times like with Alan Wake and like with Alice, that it's like, and other people where it's just like, it didn't make sense. The voice acting was pretty bad, and as I was like, as I was going, I was like, I understood that this, like, damn, like these people are in a studio right now with a microphone probably reading off a script. However, Barry's voice acting was really good. Barry, like, I never really thought of that with Barry. With Barry, whoever voiced him, he was like, that was a good voice actor. Like, I never thought with Barry, oh, he's reading off a script. Like, no, like I actually, like, especially at the very beginning when he was like, oh, I don't think it's like, I don't think that you're right in the head. Like, I'm worried about you, Al. Like that was good voice acting in my opinion. Barry was a good voice acting, but like, even Alan Wake or other people, I thought that they were very the voice acting was not like that good in my opinion. Like, there have been times where I'm like not as immersed in it because it's like I can tell that it's like, oh, this is just voice acting, compared to another game that was made in the same time period. Like, this game was made in 2012, but if you look at like The Wolf Among Us at 2013, posted a year later, like in The Wolf Among Us, like I think that was phenomenal voice acting. Like, there was not once in, I don't think there was not once in that game when I played it that I think, oh, these people are just voice acting, or that, oh, they're in the studio with a microphone, like speaking to a microphone, and like no, like I thought, I was like, yeah, like this, I never, like, the voices actually matched the character and they made sense and they were like, they went well together and it didn't like take away from the story. It was really well incorporated. And so like, if I look at it, I'm gonna go take a look real quick. So I couldn't actually find the budget that they used, like that Telltale used for the first game of The Wolf Among Us, but for Alan Wake it was estimated to be 70 million, but that could be wrong. Like that was just like what I found. So I can't actually bring it up because I was gonna say like, okay, maybe the budget was different, like maybe The Wolf Among Us had more budget and that's why the voice acting was better. But it's like I couldn't actually find like the budgets for them. But like, yeah, that was just my opinion, that I don't think that the voice acting was that good. Like, I could tell that like, oh, their voice acting, like the emotion didn't match up, and like the sound, like the volume of a voice or of someone didn't always match the depth of them, like, if that makes sense. But then, interesting, like, how interesting was it, was, like, that was a 2 out of 10 for me, because, like I said, it's really slow. I didn't have, like, much to talk about. It's kind of just, like, it's basically just play and get info. It's not like The Wolf Among Us or Frida's Changing, which I understand that that's an unfair comparison, because, both are literally meant to, both Frida's Changing and The Wolf Among Us are literally, both are meant to withhold information from you to make a mystery. But with Alan Wake, it claims to be a horror and a mystery game, yet the mystery is literally just a plot. It's like, the whole plot is meant to be the mystery, but then it's like, you don't actually need to, like, think too much about it. You literally, you play. It's like, you're in the forest, you kill the Taken, and then at the end of the game, you get a bunch of information out of it. It's like, you don't actually, like, get, like, it's not like The Wolf Among Us or Frida's Changing, where it's like, you get clues, and you have to form your own thought, or where you have to form your own conclusion of it, and guess, and, like, based off of mounds and mounds of evidence. No, it's just, it's not like that. It's basically, you just get the information. Like, here you go. Like, here's the manuscript page, it tells you what's going to happen. Like, at the end of the game, you get a bunch of information, and yeah, you can make your theories about it. Like, as I was saying, like, I've made my own theories, or, like, my own hypotheses as to what is going to happen in the future based off my information, and then that's just about it. Like, that's all you have to go off by. It's like, this happens, this is your information, and then I will be like, oh, I think that XYZ is going to happen. And then that's it. And then you just continue playing the game where you go through the forest, and then you go and you'll take it, and you repeat the process because it's so repetitive. It's literally the same thing every time. And so, it's like the same scenery. Like even though they had such beautiful scenery, like especially on Emil Hardman's place, you're almost always in the forest. You're almost always surrounded by trees, and it's like you don't really get that much of a difference in like stuff. Like I just know I was so bored throughout this game. Like I remember just thinking like, oh, I can't wait until I'm done with this game. Or like even now, like I finished like because I'm recording this after I finished my original after I finished my original recording. It's like I already went through and I gave my analysis on it, but then I'm trying to record it where it's more scripted. And I remember when I finished original recording, I was literally thinking like, oh, thank God I'm done with this game, because it was like I was so bored of it. And there's been times where even throughout the recording process, I'm thinking like, I can't wait until I'm done with this game, or like this is so boring, or like, oh, I have to go play that game. It's like I was not interested in it that much at all. Like I was doing it because I wanted to do it because I know I started already, and I wanted to get to the end of it because it's still like it's worth the attention, and it's like I wanted to try and like show it and see like what the overall end point would be. But I was not interested in it that much like at the point. And so yeah, so I was not. That's essentially all I had to say. So yeah, overall, if you technically it's out of 35 points, if you take the 5 or 4 categories that I had, which is plot, which is out of 5 points, scenery, which is out of 10 points, execution out of 10 points, and interesting out of 10 points. Like I might even make interesting like out of 5 points, but like 30 out of those 35 points in this current time, that was like what's it called? I did the math, and I technically would have gotten a 57% for this game, like if I added a lot, like 5, 10, plus 2 and 3, so like 20 out of 35, like I ended up getting 57%. So technically it should be a 6 out of 10, but no, like that's too high. Like that's why I'm giving it an overall of 4 out of 10. It's like even though, like I said, content or like storyline and like concept 5 out of 10, scenery 10 out of 10, execution a 3 out of 10, and interesting a 2 out of 10. Even though that should get you like a 57%, so maybe a 6 out of 10. I don't that's too high for me. Like I think that this was a 4 out of 10. And so thank you to like Vand1537 who suggested that I played Control and then Alan Wake 2. Because apparently Control is connected with Alan Wake, and so like while this was not my favorite game, I will say like they purposely left it on a cliffhanger so that people will come back and want to play like future games of it so that they can like finish the thought. But like that's kind of what like, the Wolf Among Us did as well, like, where they left it on a cliffhanger or like a possibility, like a maybe thought, and so now it makes people want to go and so that if people want to play the next game to see whether or not this is made. So it's like I have the games already. Like Control was 90% off recently, so I bought it, and then Alan Wake 2 was like 70% off from Epic Games, so I ended up getting. Like I have them, I've already bought them, but it's like when I play them, like I don't know when I'm gonna play them. Like I was not that interested in this game. Eventually, like I probably will because I do want to know what happens, especially since Alan Wake is now in Dead by Daylight, and he like looks completely different. And there's another character that also came out with him, so it's like I want to like eventually go and play it and see what happens, especially what happens with Alice. Like it's interesting. I want to know what happens, but at the same time, like how interesting it was actually playing it. It was not that interesting. But that's why I say when I say it's interesting, I mean the plot itself is like interesting. So because obviously cliffhangers, but yeah, and so that's. Right now, I'm not sure if I'm going to go straight into Control. I'm probably going to try completing The Wolf Among Us again with making alternative choices that I have not already made to see what else there is. And I'm probably going to make that into smaller episodes. So, for example, I will play one episode with all of the new, like, with my new choices, and then I will go publish it. And I don't know how. So, since a lot of it might be repetitive, like, it might be the same thing over and over again, or like something that we've already seen in a previous Wolf Among Us video, it will probably just be shorter, like 20-minute videos, 30 minutes, or I don't know because I haven't tried it yet. But that's something that I've already been saying that I should do, like, throughout the Wolf Among Us. I've been thinking, okay, I even have a bunch of notes, like 20 pages of notes, as you guys seen, that are literally just me, like, making notes on what changes I have done and, like, what choices I made so that I can go and make different choices eventually. So, that's probably something that I'm going to focus on. Instead of going back into, like, Control and then Alan Wake 2, I'm probably going to go do this. Play Wolf Among Us, maybe even do something else, because I also got the Sherlock Holmes games, there's also Alice Madness that I have, there's also the game Rico that I want to play, Red Dead Redemption 2, which is I've heard is a sequel. My brother also recommended that I play that game, and he said that I'd probably like it, that it's a sequel to like Red Dead Redemption, which is maybe another series I'm going to do. So there's other games that I want to play that I would probably be more interested in doing as of right now than playing Alan Wake. So I'm just going to try that, and I'm going to take probably a break from it, but eventually come back with Control, and then eventually Alan Wake 2. But I am interested in hearing what you guys have to say about Alan Wake, and what you guys thought of it, what theories you may have, or what popular theories you have heard that you agree with, because I am interested in like finding out what happens as well. So let me know what you guys think of it, and what your opinion is, and yeah, so I hope you guys enjoy the video, and that you guys enjoyed the series of Alan Wake, because it's another game that I just finished. So if you guys enjoyed it, please give this video a thumbs up, subscribe if you're new, turn those post notifications on, and I will see you guys all next time. Bye!